Hello, you beautiful weebs! Want to check out the winter animes with me? I know I'm a little late to the party, but since I'm making those videos mostly for my own personal growth, why not do a very quick run through of all the anime that will be airing this winter season before I actually start watching it? Since I'm going with no video this time, I will be adding let's say a Baki character to indicate my level of hypeness for the series. So anyways, let's just keep it brief and start already. Jujutsu Kaisen needs no introduction, one of the biggest names of the new age shonen. I can't say I'm the biggest fan, but I'm definitely looking forward to what Mappa has been cooking. Talking about Mappa just a little bit more, Jigokuraku is finally back. I enjoyed quite a lot the first season, so I have high hopes for this one as well. Frieren is another series that everybody knows about. Its first season dominated the popularity charts, and this one will most likely be just as good. Okay, there are many other series that will be getting new seasons, just like those, for example. But let's not forget about the new ones that we can add to our repertoire. I will even read the synopsis for ya. Seihantai na kimi to boku. Suzuki is a high school girl in love, but the guy she's falling for is nothing like her. While she's cheerful, outgoing, and always trying to fit in, her classmate, Yusuke Tani, is stoic, quiet, and doesn't seem to care what people think of him. Will Suzuki be able to overcome her anxieties and ask him out? Or will she discover that opposites really don't attract? This one's a Shueisha title, isn't it? I remember seeing the manga art a while back in some kind of Shonen Jump ad or something, and the manga art style really caught my attention. And since I'm always down for some rom-com, I might check this one out. Shibou Yugi de Meshioku. Man, these Yu-Gi-Oh seasons are getting wild, huh? At just 17, Yuki is a professional death game player. She survived enough rounds to know that survival is calculation, not luck, and that failure is final. For most players, the games are a nightmare with no escape. For Yuki, they are simply business. Yet, in the world where rooms turn into graves and every choice could be her last, even experience offers no protection. I don't know about this one, Chief. Sounds like a mashup between Osama Game and Classroom of Elite, so I think I will pass. Nothing in this world can make me watch Osama Game again, not even cute maids. I might be judging a book by its cover here, but man, that account looks like it would have thrived in the 2000s, 2010 era. I wonder if it can carve out a niche today. Always ready for a fight. Destruction for destruction's sake. The online streamer, Aoringo, is a troll, making the worst of boundaries pushing flame bait? Okay, sorry, I was already holding in my laughter when I read streamer and troll, but flame baiting is way too much for me. Making the worst of the worst boundary pushing flame bait content and ranking in the revenue from the hate watchers. You may think he's nothing more than a bottom feeder and a drain on society, but in reality, he's a high school dropout, Soji Enishiro, a caring older brother with a sweet tooth who loves nothing more than his little sister. His viral videos? Just a way to pay his sister's medical bills. And even if all humanity hates him, he doesn't care, so as long as his little sister gets better. But then, something very strange begins to happen. You know what? I was bothered by the trolling, I gotta check this one out. It might become a very bad very easily, yeah? But that's a risk I'm willing to take. Ikoku Nikki. Reclusive novelist Makio Kodai has always preferred the company of books, but when her sister and brother-in-law pass away, Makio unexpectedly becomes the guardian of her 15-year-old niece, Asa Takumi. As they navigate grief, clashing personalities, and the challenges of living together, the two slowly open their hearts to each other, discovering warmth, understanding, and the meaning of family. This one already had a pretty interesting art style, and the premise sounds good as well. I think I might actually take a look at it. The fifth and final season of Golden Kamuy? Man, I have postponed watching this for far too long, Well, I'll get back to it soon, I promise. Oh boy, this one looks dumb. I like it. High School Kimengumi. The wildly eccentric group, the Kimengumi, returns in the Reiwa era, with their ultra high-energy youth comedy. So I imagine it's like an older comedy, like Osomatsu-san. I know this can be a deal breaker being an older comedy and all. I can say from experience that it took me a while to get accustomed to the comedy style of Osomatsu-san. But if you give it time, I'm sure it will grow on you at least a little bit. Kirei ni shite moraimasu ka? For the past 2 years, cheerful and hardworking Kinme Wakana has run a small laundry shop in the seaside hot springs town of Atami. As she goes about her quiet days, Wakana finds herself drawn into bittersweet, heartwarming stories of the people around her. Okay, sounds like a good time. Might be worth checking it out if you like slice of life anime. Mayonaka Heart Tune. When Arisu Yamabuki was all alone in bed at night, he was able to find solace in the voice of a radio host who went by Apollo. However, one day, she simply stopped broadcasting without any explanation. Years then passed, and Arisu is now a second-year high schooler. He makes it his mission to search for Apollo, as there is something he wants to tell her. He doesn't know what she looks like, or even what her real name is. But he manages to get some leads on her in his school's broadcasting club. That's where he meets 4 girls who all dream to get a job where they can make full use of their voices. Just who is Apollo? And how will those 4 dreams pan out? Is this some kind of spiritual successor to Soregaseiyu? Because if it's half as good, then count me in. Honestly, I am really interested in what work with voices they are talking about, so I might as well check it out. Urawashi no Yoi no Tsuki. Yoi Takiguchi has long legs, a deep voice, and a handsome face. In other words, Yoi is such a good looking guy that most people don't notice or care that she is in fact a girl. Indeed, she's had the nickname Prince for as long as she can remember. That is, until she met Ichimura Senpai, the only person who really seemed to see her for herself. To her surprise, she's not sure how to handle this new relationship, especially when her newfound friend is a prince himself, and a guy prince at that. The story of 2 high school princes starts here. Not really feeling this one, but I'll keep an eye on it because it seems a little bit interesting at least. Darwin Jihen. Created in a biological science lab, Charlie is half human, half chimpanzee hybrid, known as Human Z. Raised by his adoptive human parents, Charlie is now 15 and starting high school. There, he meets Lucy, a clever loner who becomes his first ever friend. But his normal life is shattered when the animal rights extremists who freed his mother from the lab 15 years ago re-emerge as terrorists bent on kidnapping Charlie at all costs. Finally, someone is brave enough to stand against PETA. But man, this anime looks weird. It's something in those eyes, I'm pretty sure. I'll keep it at maybe. And finally, on the literal last day of winter, JoJo Part 7 Steel Ball Run is going to be airing. Still in the spotlight not only from the winter season, but the spring as well. But what you're gonna do, right? JoJo is JoJo. Anyhow, I hope you found something good to watch. And if you excuse me, I myself will go watch right now. Bye!